A very lovely hello to all class 9th students, class 9th champion. First of all, I would like to congratulate everyone that you have entered in class 9th and you all are about to start this new journey of class 9th. So before starting your class, your syllabus, your study, you must be aware about the syllabus, what kind of changes that has been imposed by CBSE for the academic year 2026 and 2027. So in this video, I'm going to share with you each and everything, the new syllabus breakdown in maths for the session 2026 to 2027, because as you know, my dear champion, this year for this session CBSE has made some changes in the syllabus. Some elements have been removed and some new elements have been added in the syllabus. It doesn't mean your burden is going to be increased. This is not at all. See, the new element that has been added because of your benefit only, so that you don't have to face difficulties in higher classes. So some extra elements, after removing some irrelevant elements, some relatable and important elements have been added in the syllabus and very important for you all. So don't think any negative, don't bring any negative thinking like the syllabus is increased, the burden will be there, and there is nothing. You don't need to be panic about that. Something has been removed and at the place of that something new element has been added over there. Okay, so let's begin this video. So if we compare the syllabus first, so my dear champion, this is the old syllabus, all the chapters that the students have been studying till date, and this is the new syllabus that has been imposed and released by the CBSE. The book has not been released yet in the market. And let me tell you one very important thing, before releasing the physical book in the market, CBSE always uploads the soft copy of the syllabus, soft copy of your textbook on their official website. So you don't need to be panic about that. Once the book released in the market, you guys can go to any bookstore and you can purchase and start studying. Okay, so have patience till now. Okay, so my dear champion, look at the syllabus. So in old syllabus, if we talk about in old syllabus champion, so here, okay, so if we talk about here, this is the comparison of both the syllabus, old syllabus chapters in mathematics, and this is the new syllabus champions. Okay, so if we talk about in old syllabus, number system was there, and here in the new syllabus again number system will be there. I'll be giving out the splitting of chapter as well, what kind of topics that has been introduced, the new topics in every chapter, and the topics that has been removed, everything. Just have patience, just look at the comparison for the chapter first, then we'll be going in the depth of the syllabus, like what kind of new topics, which are the new topics that you have to study in this year. So I'll be giving you every information here in this video. Polynomial is there, here also polynomial is there. Now if you talk about linear equation into variable, so linear equation into variable here also, and in new syllabus also. Coordinate geometry is here and coordinate geometry also here, right? And if we talk about introduction to equilate geometry, here also introduction to equilate geometry is there. Okay, lines and angles and lines and angles. Lines and angles is there. Triangle, so triangle also here in new syllabus. Quadrilaterals also there in new syllabus. Circles is also in geometry, circle is there. Construction, so in previous syllabus basically construction was there, so here is, if we talk about new syllabus, construction is not there. Heron's formula is completely removed, my dear champions. This is completely removed. Heron's formula is completely removed from your syllabus. At the place of Heron's formula in geometry, some new topic is added. So just have patience. I'll be giving you all information. Statistics in old syllabus, statistics in here also, and this is probability champion. Probability in old syllabus and probability here. Introduction to probability is also present in the new syllabus. Now if we talk about surface area and volume, so surface area volume is here also and here also, so in both the syllabus. Now can you see here, the new chapter that has been added by the CBSE is, this is the new, very new, sequence and progression. Sequence and progression is basically AP. Basically this topic is in class 10th for past so many years. But now sequence and series, the student of class 9th will also study this. Sequence and series, in which you will be studying about AP and GP also, geometric progression champion. Yes, my dear champion. And if you study well these two topics in class 11th, in PUC first year, everything will be just easy for you and comfortable for you, because this chapter will lead you to create the strong foundation in mathematics champions. So see, by this angle, these all things that have been imposed and added by the CBSE just for you to create the strong foundation, to give you complete holistic approach, to give you complete, strong foundation, so that you don't have to face difficulties in class 11th suddenly. Okay, now the new chapter that has been added is exploring algebraic identities, in which you will be talking about algebra by linking the algebraic identities from day-to-day life, from your day-to-day life. Okay, so principal approach will be there. So exploring algebraic identities is there. So this as sequence and series, exploring algebraic identities, these are the new topics. And area and perimeter in mensuration, this is also newly introduced chapter. So 3 chapters: sequence and progression, exploring algebraic identities, and area and perimeter, which also comes in mensuration, in which we generally measure something to find out the area or perimeter. So it comes in mensuration also. So these 3, the blue circled chapters have been added as in the new syllabus. Okay, now I'm going to give you complete breakdown, like what are the topics that you have to study in these particular chapter. So let's go to the CBSE official websites, my dear champion. Look at the CBSE official websites. So this is all about here, mathematics class 9th 2026 and 2027. So this is the official circular launched by the CBSE to give you complete clarity of your syllabus, champion. So this is class 9th 2026 and 2027. Now if you go to the mathematics curriculum for the secondary stage has been redesigned in alignment National Education Policy 2020 and National Curriculum Framework for School Education, NCERT 2023, prioritizing deep. Why they have introduced new topics, new portions, why they have redesigned the syllabus. Just listen. To prioritize your deep conceptual understanding and logical reasoning. So if you are thinking negatively, if you are bringing some negative approach in your mind, negative mindset, so why this new syllabus, why so many chapters, why this is happening with us? So my dear, this is for your benefit. This is for your betterment. So prioritizing deep conceptual understanding and logical reasoning, so that you guys stand firmly in competition. You can compete anyone in your future. So just to ensure your strong foundation, strong base, so that you will be able to perform well in upcoming classes, higher standard classes, my dear champion. So this is all about. The revised syllabus places strong emphasis on developing core mathematical competencies, including problem solving, visualization, mathematical modeling, mathematical communication, computational thinking, and data analytics, my dear champion. So the syllabus integrate Indian knowledge system with contemporary mathematical knowledge, highlighting the rich contribution of Indian mathematician to foster a sense of pride and historical context. So basically, in this year, the new syllabus is linked with just to give you just to ensure you the pride of Indian mathematician, their contribution, their achievements. So basically, in new syllabus, some the experimental approach, the discoveries, the invention, the mathematical formula, whichever is done by the Indian mathematician, you guys are going to study about all those, so that we can honor them and we can link our mathematical skill with that roots that we have already. Right, my champion? So the new syllabus integrate Indian knowledge system. So this is all about Indian knowledge system. So just to interact with the roots of our nation, to introduce you the all mathematician, great Indian mathematician, their contribution, their whatever they achieved in mathematics. So you all are going to study about all those things. Okay, a deliberate shift from rote learning. Yes, my dear child. So now the education shifting will be very smart, strategically interactive, conceptual, principle based. So there will be no more rote learning now. So rote learning to competency based education ensures that students build deep conceptual understanding and logical reasoning rather than mere procedural fluency. So this is all about, my dear champion. So let's have a look to the syllabus here. So my dear champion, here if we talk about in number system, so you have to study about rational numbers, representation of rational numbers, density of rational numbers, and the student will be able to understand the concept of rational number, represent rational number on the number line. So this is all about number system. So these are the breakdown of the syllabus. If we talk about algebra part, so in algebra, polynomial is there, so you have to study about algebraic expression, definition of polynomial, degree of polynomial, exploring linear patterns, linear relationship and all. Okay, now sequence and series, this is the new chapter introduced by the CBSE this year, new and very important sequence and progression, introduction to sequence, in which you will be study about arithmetic progression. You can ask to your senior, the student who have done with their 10th class exam, they know what AP is. So now you have to study also AP, my dear champion, which is called arithmetic progression. And very interesting part, one more progression is there, which is called GP. Till now, this topic was in class 11th mathematics, PUC first year. Now the class 9th student will also study the basics, not very depth question, not very lengthy questions will be there. The basics of GP, what exactly GP is, how the GP looks like. So basically the introductory part will be there. So GP is geometric progression. This is the new chapter, sequence and series. Now exploring algebraic identities, this is also the new term, new chapter introduced by CBSE, in which you have to study revisiting algebraic identity, visualizing identities using geometrical models, factorization of algebraic expressions. So this is the new here. And now this is already old chapter, linear equation in two variable, coordinate geometry, 2D Cartesian system, x and y axis, how to represent the coordinates on the x and y axis, which is called Cartesian plane, midpoint of line segment between 2 points. So here this is the new topic, midpoint of line segment. This is the formula x1 plus x2 divided by 2, and for y coordinate y1 plus y2 divided by 2. This is called midpoint formula. So these things are very new that you have to study in coordinate geometry. And introduction to equivalent geometry, axioms and postulates. Lines and angles are there, which is old one. Triangle congruence theorem, so this is also old triangle. And fourgons, which is called quadrilaterals. So this is also old, in which you will have to study about parallelogram, properties of parallelogram, important theorem, midpoint theorem, understanding the notion of central symmetry in the context of parallelograms. And circles is there, practical application and use of circle, definition of the circle, and chords and angle, midpoint, distance of chords, subtended angle by the arc, and cyclicity of the points. So if we talk about now, this is basically mensuration. So I have already told you, in mensuration two things will be there, separate, area perimeter is separate, and surface area and volume is also separate. So in mensuration, surface area and volume. So this is the new, the CBSE has splitted this mensuration into two parts. So first is area and perimeter. You have to study here perimeter and of shape, perimeter of circle, introduction to P1, its irrationality, and length of arc. So this is the new thing, length of arc, which is formula theta by 360 into 2 pi r. So class 10 student know the formula, the importance of this formula, they know very well. And in area of shape, area parallelogram, and Heron's formula, squaring a rectangle. So Heron's formula complete chapter is removed. That complete chapter is removed from your old syllabus. But here, as just a basic topic, it is included here in area and perimeter section. Okay, the complete entire chapter is removed, but as a topic, as a sub part, it has added in the section of area and perimeter. And now, if we talk about mensuration, so surface area and volume, cube, cuboid, everything, you know all. Okay, and if we talk about statistics, so graphical representation of data is there, measurement of central tendency, and in probability, concept of probability, probability skill, empirical relation, probability, theoretical probability, sample space, this is the new thing, and representing probability through the free diagram. And so this is all about. Now, my dear champion, the topics that has removed by the CBSE from class 9th mathematics, this is all about. So if we talk about real numbers, which is number system, so in real number, these topics have been removed. You don't need to study at all. You don't need to study about these topics, particular topics in this year academic session 2026 and 27. So the first is my dear champion, representing of terminating and non-terminating recurring decimals on the number line. So it has removed. These things are removed. In algebra, if you come to polynomials, so motivate and state the remainder theorem with example statement and proof of the factor theorem. This is removed, and this part, cube, x cube plus y cube plus z cube, this particular formula and part identity is also removed. So these have removed. If we go to linear equations in two variable, so examples, problems on ratio and proportion, it has removed. If we go to coordinate geometry, so in coordinate geometry, no deletion is there. Even some new thing is added. In geometry, if you go to introduction to equivalent geometry, so introduction to equivalent geometry, this whole chapter is deleted, but this chapter has newly added with some other term, some different kind of identity, some new, very new thing is there. So postulate, there you have to study axioms and postulates of this. So this is all about. If you go to the lines and angles, so lines and angles, no deletion, entire chapter is still in new syllabus. In triangle, proof of theorem deleted. Proof of theorem, you don't need to go to proof of theorem of congruency of triangle. You don't need to do that things. Topic deleted. Triangle inequalities and relationship between angle and face sides, it is also deleted. In quadrilateral, no deletion. Quadrilateral is entire chapter is still there in new syllabus, so no deletion. Area, delete the chapter. Now if we talk about circles, so there is one and only one circle passing through three given points, non-collinear points, it has deleted. Okay, now if a line segment joining 2 points subtend, this is also deleted. So these topics you don't need to study, you don't require to study, you don't need to make notes and all on these topics in class. Construction, mensuration, in mensuration areas, so application of Heron's formula in finding the area, it has deleted completely, my dear. But few things of Heron's formula, few things, not an entire chapter, not complete chapter is there, few things is there in the section of area. Okay, surface area volume, nothing deleted, complete entire chapter is there. In statistics and probability, in statistics, histogram is deleted, frequency polygon is deleted, and mean mode median of the ungrouped data, not group data. This is, listen, this is ungrouped data. So for ungrouped data, mean mode median, you don't need to calculate the mean mode median for the ungrouped data. And probability, entire probability is there, so no deletion, right, my dear champion? So this is all about class 9th deduction portion. Okay, now if I show you here, this is the very first draft, the new redesigned syllabus that has released by the CBSE this year before releasing these recent syllabus pattern. So the CBSE initially released this draft just to give you a short overview, like how many chapters will be there, what the new elements have been added. So this was the new draft which was released by the CBSE this year. So my dear champion, so this is all about your new syllabus. So look at here, this is the final slide here, my dear champion. This is old syllabus and this is the new syllabus. And on CBSE official websites, there are a lot of circulars, there are a lot of things present. You guys can go and you can also download the PDF by your own, and you should go through the entire syllabus once before start your study in class. Because when you start randomly, if you don't have the clarity of the syllabus, so I think this is very bad thing. So you should have the approach and clarity, crystal clarity of the syllabus, then only there will be result and your study will be fruitful and productive. Thank you so much for watching this video. And my dear champion, if you are having any doubt, any query, any problem regarding your syllabus, how to study 9th, how to start preparing for your how to prepare yourself just to get good marks in your very first class test in your exam in your school, and what should be the strong approach to study the maths, how you guys can make strong concept and clarity in mathematics to solve the question, what should be the approach. So my dear champion, you guys can write in comment section whatever the problem. If you want any strategy, anything, so just let me know. I'll be looking out each and every comments there, and I'll be giving you the complete solution for this. Thank you so much for watching the video. Stay blessed. Thank you so much.